really great show on today. We have today's guest is an award-winning author and a lifestyle relationship strategist. And you don't want to miss her segment and all the things that we're going to be talking about as far as compromising relationships and mental health. Yes, but before we bring on our guest, we want you guys to share this broadcast and answer the top question of the hour for a giveaway. And the question of the hour is, what's a deal breaker in a relationship? Ooh, that's a good one. A deal breaker in the relationship. You guys hit us up in the comment and let us know, what is your deal breaker in a relationship? And again, this question of the hour is tied to a giveaway, and fringe bags are back in style. So we are gifting one winner who answers, I guess the comments rather is, we'll select one winner to be the recipient of a fringe bag. It's what do we have, like a gift certificate or a coupon or something like that. So you don't want to miss that. Answer the question, what's a deal breaker in a relationship? And then your name will be entered in to hopefully win our giveaway for the question of the hour. All right? Yes. And then what about the magazine giveaway before we bring on our lovely guest? Yeah, the magazine giveaway. You want to go ahead and tell them what that is? Yeah, for everyone that watches the live stream today and messages the secret word, which is autism, you know, you guys will be in a drawing to get a free digital magazine. So go ahead and take care of that. How cool is that? How cool is that? So we'll go ahead and bring on our guest for this exciting segment. Don't forget to hit us up in the chat for all the things, the question of the hour, and the giveaways that we mentioned. All right? Cool, guys. Rainey Howard, hello.
Hello.
How are you? How are you on this Friday?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome. It's Feel Good Friday, Faith Friday. We had someone on last week and it was Financial Friday. Anything that you want to add in, feel free to do so on this Friday. Relationship Friday, all the Fridays.
Friday is one of my favorites.
Yes. So we told our viewers that you are an award-winning author. You're an Amazon bestseller, and then you're also an empowering lifestyle relationship strategist. So with that being said, in this segment, we're talking about learning to compromise without compromising your mental health. So let's get right into it and say, what is one of the first signs that we're compromising in a relationship?
Well, you want to look for, if you're compromising, you can tell you're compromising because you're settling for what you really desire. That could be maybe you are a people pleaser. You're focused on pleasing the other person and making sure they like you versus just being who you genuinely are. So if you're compromising your authenticity, that's a boundary you don't want to allow in a relationship at all.
Good. That's good advice. So Rainey, in the pandemic, a lot of couples learned a lot about themselves and each other. You know, some were able to hold on to the relationship, some not. So have you experienced couples coming to you in the pandemic dealing with how to maintain their relationship?
Exactly. That is something that a lot of couples struggle with because, you know, when you're shut down, locked in, you're faced with reality. You can't avoid your problems. You can't just go run to a party or, you know, a bar or whatever. So you're faced with it. So, you know, a lot of relationships that were kind of struggling and sweeping their issues under the rug, it was exposed. You know, the pandemic exposed all of the hidden things. And so, the divorce rate went up. A lot of couples, you know, separated, didn't make it through. Some of them stayed. Also, domestic violence went up. So it was just, it really, I want to say it really opened people's eyes to their real situation. And I think the pandemic made us all face ourselves more than ever before.
Okay. And then Rainey, what was the top questions that you had from couples as it relates to this in the pandemic, as far as trying to hold on to the relationship? What were the top questions you received?
A lot of people wanted to know, like, how do they deal with, being in the same house all day long with their spouse? One is working, one may not be working,
Yeah.
one in their space. What do you do when how do you make it work when, you don't get a break from each other? That was a big question.
Mm-hmm.
Some other questions people just struggle with figuring out like how to be safe and like whether or not, especially singles, is it okay to date? Is it okay to meet new people? It's the pandemic. How do you deal with that? So those
Yeah.
are some other questions that people had. It was just a learning experience.
Right. And Rainey, speaking of dating, what was it like for you being a relationship strategist for people that had questions about virtual dating? Valentine's Day passed, and even before that, how is that with the virtual dating and what you do?
A lot of people ask me for my opinion because they still see virtual dating as taboo or something that's weird or whatever. But we're in the world of social media. We're online mostly more than any other thing we're doing.
Yeah.
And it's become a normal way of life, and virtual dating, I always advise people, if you're going to date virtually, make sure that you are really, spending some time like on a Zoom or video talk versus just text messages. And because you can kind of hide behind that stuff and really not get to know a person.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's still something that people wonder about.
Okay. Yes. And advice for families, because not only relationships, but family, we've all been kind of huddled together and, kind of invading our space or whatnot. So what is your advice for families and making sure they maintain their space, because still people are still having to kind of live together and be together in close quarters?
Yeah, I always advise families just to really prioritize their health, mind, body, and spirit, making sure that you're thinking about your loved ones, your
Yeah.
relatives, your grandparents, and you're considering their health in the midst of all that is going on. Um, my family in particular, we did a lot of like Zoom game nights.
Yeah.
We did a family feud on Zoom. We, FaceTime all the time because you kind of feel like you want to see them and kind of feel their presence. But it's just we got to be creative and continue
Yeah.
to do what's best for our health.
Yeah. And Rainey, outside of one's faith and therapy, how can someone maintain their mental health in relationships, like any relationship, personal, work, friendships?
I always tell people, the relationship with yourself will impact all relationships. So if you are making time for you, you have that time, you get away, whether you're exercising, you are, journaling, you're doing something that fills you up. You're gonna be able to give out to others when you do that. So
Yeah.
investing in yourself is so important to your mental health and making sure that you have healthier relationships.
Yeah, like that. Wonderful. And because I'm sorry.
They sleep themselves and then they look for others to fill them. And it's like, no, you gotta fill yourself up,
Yeah,
you know.
that is so true.
There, yeah.
Yeah, you got to do that. That is so true. Love it. Your book, Addicted to Pain, talks about healing from toxic relationships in 30 days. That's a month. So like, whoa. I know, right? Can you give us at least one tip that would start somebody on that path of removing themselves from a toxic relationship?
Yeah, a lot of people that read that book, they either dealt with divorce, a bad breakup, so they're really, really looking for help and healing. And they always tell me, as they start the process, they can feel a difference because it starts with getting real with the situation, getting real with, you know, was this really a toxic relationship? And
Yeah.
how you can learn and grow from that. And so it basically starts off with analyzing some of the signs that you may have been in a toxic relationship and just starting to own up, taking ownership of your health, your health plan going forward, and not allow that relationship to hold you down anymore.
I like that, your health plan going forward. And because you pour out so much to others, as far as what you write, has been an author and relationships, what do you do to maintain your mental wellness?
Oh. I mean, it's so important. It's so important, you know, and I practice what I preach because I went through years ago, the depression, anxiety, you know, struggling with my weight, things like that. I had to get focused on a daily routine, and I'm committed to this daily routine because it really makes a difference in my life. And that includes something that I invest in my mind, body, and spirit every morning. I exercise, I meditate, I journal, I take time to listen to uplifting audio books and messages. And I make sure that I'm drinking my water, I'm getting my fruits and vegetables in. So I think it's a holistic thing that we all should do. And I'm committed to it because I've seen my life change just from making those habits in my life, and I write about it. So it's like,
you write about it. Wonderful, wonderful. And there's been a lot of discussion on social media, namely Taraji P. Henson, Gabrielle Union, being very transparent and sharing their struggles with depression.
Meghan Markle.
And Meghan Markle, and then also them having suicidal thoughts at some point in their lives. So what can you tell our audience and the people about how vested we should be in social media or not to maintain our mental wellness?
I definitely say it's important to have balance. It's important to not spend so much time being glued on social media and what everybody else is doing and looking at their life and looking at them live their life. But live your life, enjoy your moment. You know, I keep my phone on silent.
Good for you. Good for you. Yeah.
Off notifications, and I'm like, you know, I'll see it if I can call them back. You know, years ago we didn't have cell phones, so they call them back if I miss a call. But just making sure that you prioritize your time and not get so wrapped up in what everybody else is doing. It's so not good for your health, your mental health.
Very important. Very
important. And it's so not good, Rainey. Also for our younger generation, like our babies, our children are really suffering with the whole social media pandemic and depression. What advice do you have for families and dealing with children who are depressed or having some mental issues during this time?
Yeah.
I say, you know, when it comes to children, you know, it's so important that you are a listening ear. If your child, or if whoever's watching, if you have a child that's dealing with something, talk to your kids. I have 2 teenagers, 16.
Bless you.
And a girl and a boy. And so I get the best of both worlds. And I talk to them. I listen to them. How was your day? And I want them to open up. I ask them about their friends. Well, what's going on? You can kind of feel if something's different or they're bothered with something. You can kind of pull it out of them. So it's just so important to listen. Just be a listening ear. You don't have to always try to tell them what to do.
Listen.
That's important.
Listen is very important. And what are your plans for the rest of 2021? Any upcoming projects? What are your plans?
I am super excited about my podcast, The Rainey Howard Show. We're also going to do a live social media show twice a week. So I'm excited about that as well. Just really connecting more. I'm writing a book now. So just got some great, exciting projects coming up. And at the same time, just knowing how to balance all of that, the work, but still have fun, take some trips, you know, outside, take a walk, you know, listen to some music on TikTok.
That sounds wonderful. And your favorite social media handles or website information where our viewers, our audience can follow you? I know you said you're writing a book, so we want to look out for that upcoming book pretty soon. So yeah,
podcast, all of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. You can find me anywhere on social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Go to Rainey Howard. And also my website is realloveexist.com.
Love
and
it.
then I have a clothing line, which is raineyhoward.com.
Clothing line. Okay, let's ask you that for a moment. Tell us about the clothing line.
So it's the Rainey Howard collection. I'm actually wearing, I don't know if you girls can see me.
Oh, fashion show.
Yes. Fashion Friday. There you go.
Beautiful.
I'm wearing the clothing line, but the Rainey Howard collection was inspired. It's all about wearing confidence. It's for the bold, confident ladies out there who want to express themselves and just style and creativity. So
Love it.
Love it. Yes, love the color too, Rainey.
Love the color. Rainey Howard, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence on the Twins of Media Live and providing us with a wealth of information to protect our mental wellness, our mental health. And you must come back when you write your upcoming book and come visit with us again soon.
I would love to. Thank you so much, ladies.
You're welcome. All right. Well, you enjoy the rest of your evening and your weekend. It's been fun. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. What a fun interview.
Yes.
That was Rainey Howard. We learned some great things about protecting our mental wellness, our mental health. So if you happen to watch the segment with Rainey Howard, award-winning author and relationship expert, our strategist, go ahead and hit us up in the comment and let us know your thoughts. And don't forget about the giveaways that we mentioned at the beginning of the hour on the Twins of Media.
Yes, and it's tied to question of the hour. If you guys are just now tuning in, the question of the hour is, what is a deal breaker in a relationship? So go ahead and drop that in comments for a chance to win the giveaway for today's show.
And the giveaway, fringe bags are coming back. It's kind of like a 70s. And for the giveaway that's tied to the question, guys, is one winner will be selected a e-card gift certificate from the company. Let's see if I have this information from the company. It's Taylor Blanc. And again, a fringe bag. They've got other little nice fashion products on there. So have a really great time. Either gift it for yourself or gift it for a loved one. But don't forget to answer the question of the hour.
Yeah, who doesn't like free stuff?
Free stuff, guys. Free stuff. Who doesn't like that at all, right?
Right.
All right. We hope you're enjoying the Twins of Media Live. Again, don't forget to and let us know that you are here. We had a few comments during the segment. Let's see if we can go ahead and view that on here. See if I'm navigating properly. I think we had, let's see, I think we had Alfonso McIntosh said, hello, ladies of BSM. But I thought I would be able to show the comments, but we'll try to see if we can get those comments on later. All right, navigating some technical things. How savvy am I, right? Yes. All right, so we have some topics that we could discuss in this hour of the Twins of Media Live. So first of all, before we do that, have you guys seen our current issue of BSM magazine with cover story Holly Robinson Pete,
who is serving
in all white. Holly Robinson Pete is our cover story. Wonderful person. We talked about her a little bit on last week's show, and really great time. Her article is phenomenal. She has such a giving, beautiful spirit, not only with her family, but with her foundation, the Holly Rod Foundation, that is bringing awareness to Parkinson and autism. So if you haven't already grabbed your copy of BSM Magazine, the March-April issue of BSM Magazine, don't forget to go ahead and do that. And we're gonna have a little fun with it because we actually there were some commenters on Holly Robinson's page. Let's see. Oh, Miss Tina Lawson, is that Beyonce's mother, rather?
Yes.
But yeah, so again, if you have not gotten your latest copy of BSN Magazine, feel free to do so. We have Vanessa Callaway, who also commented, and she is in the recently released movie, I'm drawing a blank, Coming to America. How can I draw a blank with Coming to America? It's Friday. It's been a long day. Coming to America. I loved Vanessa Callaway's part because in the original movie, she's barking, and then so here comes the sequel or whatnot, and she's still barking, and I thought her part was
I'm like 30 years later.
Yeah,
like, does she still have a bark 30 years later?
Really be tired of barking, don't you think?
Right, and then also too, the word for the magazine giveaway is actually tied to Holly Robinson Peete.
Yes.
So you guys make sure to listen out for that at the end of the hour.
At the end of the hour, and then also you can see the information.
The secret word, sorry.
A secret word, and you can see all of the information that we are providing on our show in the content part of this post, the live stream post. So don't forget, if you hear it here, or you can also look at it there as well.
And speaking of Coming to America, did you guys watch on last Friday or last weekend? If so, what were your thoughts? I know a lot of people, it was divided, like 50-50. I think 50-50, right? 50-50. Some people liked it, some people not so much. But it's always good to show support nonetheless. But a lot of people, including yourself, they mentioned that they watched it as not a sequel, but just a movie in itself.
Yeah, I think, and I saw some comments on social media, Facebook and Instagram, and people were saying like if you watched it and not watch it in the sense that it's a sequel or part 2 of Coming to America, that you can enjoy the movie a lot better than expecting it to be very similar to the original movie. And I think that's what a lot of people were kind of coming to that realization. But I loved it. I know people have different opinions. I like the fact that, hey, guys, in the times that we live in, to have the cast, the original cast, and they all look great, down to John Amos and what's the other gentleman?
Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones, who is 91 years old or 91 years young.
Yes.
And he looks phenomenal. I did miss Madge Sinclair. Yes. She passed away in, I believe, 1995. She played Prince Akeem's mother in the original Coming to America. Right. So she was greatly missed. But the original cast being there, I thought it was a really great, fun time. It's kid friendly. So for me, I really enjoyed it. So, but you can offer your comments and let us know if you've already watched Coming to America. And then what were your thoughts about the sequel, the movie?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so what are we going to be talking about? Oh, we can't forget, March is Women's History Month. All right.
Celebrating phenomenal, beautiful, and just women doing
fabulous
things.
Move things. If you know a phenomenal woman, and hey, we know you do,
yes,
go ahead and tag them in the comments and let us know who this person is. We would love to be able to answer, comment back, give them some congratulations and kudos, and then
just network and connect.
And then at the end of the day, just supporting and congratulating each other. Again, it's Women's History Month. Tag a person that influenced you, inspired you, motivated, all good things. Right. All right. So what else do we have here for the trending topics? We have, let's see, Cardi B, right? Cardi B is always in the news, right?
Always in the news. Cardi B is female artist to earn a diamond single for Bodak Yellow. The rapper is showing girl power, listening to Selena Gomez music in light of former Disney star saying she will retire. So she got a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
But, giving support to Cardi B, giving support to other female artists as well.
So just like you mentioned, her award achievement, and then, you were talking about Selena Gomez, because Selena Gomez did say that she doesn't feel like a lot of people listen to her songs. And really, she's going to give it another go round. And I think she's going to create another album or do another album. And if this album doesn't really do what she thinks it's going to do, because she's pretty serious about her music, that after this upcoming album or whenever she works on the album, she'll decide if she needs to retire from music. So in support of that, Cardi B was like, I'm going to listen to Selena Gomez's music while I'm working out and different things like that. And you can imagine if Cardi B is saying that about Selena's music, how many more women will come on board, men and women, come on board and listen to her music. So I thought that was a really great gesture to be able to do that for Selena Gomez.
And hopefully if she doesn't want to do it professionally anymore, Selena Gomez, she'll still do it just for the love of why she started doing music in the first place.
But I thought that was really good for Cardi B.
And we'll show our support as well.
Yeah.
I'll put that on my playlist for my gym workout.
And then for anybody else too that's doing something, sometimes we do things that we don't feel like people are watching or supporting and different things. But at the end of the day, you have to do it because you love it. But it is a lot of hard work for people.
Yeah,
so you can understand where Selena's coming from.
Right. I was about to say, in that case, do you stop doing it, or do you just not even worry about who's supporting or not and just keep doing what you love to do?
I think it can go both ways, because I think you can probably get to a point where you're like, why am I continuing to do it?
Yes.
And maybe kind of venture to something else that's maybe similar or something. I think Selena's at that point.
Right.
She loves music, but she's like, maybe I'll do something else for a little bit of time until something changes.
Right.
But the music industry is a lot different.
Yeah, it is a lot different.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you have those breaks, you know, you find other things that you're good at as well. So, you know, she may, you know, she may enjoy some other stuff and come back to music. So, but I'll be listening, Selena Gomez, to your music while I'm working out as well.
While you're working out as well. This one is really cute. This is really cute and really funny. It is Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
I think it was some kind of fun tweet exchange between Bruno Mars and the Recording Academy for the Grammys.
Yes.
And he basically, well, this is the Grammys, I believe, responding back to Bruno Mars. Kind of, I guess Bruno Mars sent out a tweet saying, hey, you know, some working musicians need
out of work musicians. I think he was tying that to the pandemic.
Yeah.
I think
like a joke or something.
Yeah, I think he meant it as a joke, you know, because Bruno Mars, come on now.
Yeah.
I love some Bruno Mars.
He's like Bruno Mars, right? And so the Recording Academy answered back, and they were pretty much saying, you know, that we have been trying to call you all week. Have you changed your numbers?
Yeah,
right. For you. So excited to make their TV debut at the Grammys. Are you free this Sunday night? Follow back and we will DM for details. So I thought that was kind of cute that they kind of had that going on Twitter.
Right.
And of course, Bruno Mars will be performing at the Grammys. And if you plan to watch the Grammys this year on Sunday, hit us up in the chat as well and maybe tell us some of the performers or who you're looking forward to seeing at the Grammys.
And that leads us to ask, what is something you've done creatively to land your dream job? So Bruno Mars took to Twitter or Instagram. And so what have you done in a creative way to land your dream job?
Oh, I like that question.
Yeah, I like that question too.
Yeah, anything that you've done to land something that a project, dream, something.
I'm pretty sure I probably have a list. I just can't think of it right now.
Yeah, not right now. Well, we'll think about it later and we'll maybe put it in the chat or something like that, right? Yes. Okay, so
maybe fake it till you make it. I don't know.
Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it, right? Okay, so this story here, this was an interview that debuted on CBS on this past Sunday with Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and Oprah. And before this interview aired, everyone was kind of like wanting to find out what will Prince Harry and Meghan Markle say. And
there were some shocking revelations, you know, and we want you all to share in the comments what was to you that just kind of left you like, wow, I can't believe that she said that or shared that. Let me say shared that. So there were quite a few shocking revelations. One that was shocking, I think, for everyone, including Oprah, because you saw her facial expression, was the conversation Prince Harry had with family members that he would not name. He says he'll keep that conversation to himself.
Keep that to himself, yes.
Regarding Archie's skin color.
Yeah, like how will the child be? And that
I'm trying to figure out, why does that even matter?
Yeah, but to this particular person, it mattered.
But you had to have known she's biracial. Like, you know, like, why did that even have to come up?
So that was something that kind of caught Oprah.
Yeah, so, well, Oprah, she has mentioned in the past issues that she's had with family members or people close to her who treated her poorly because of her skin color. Yeah,
poorly because of her skin color. And then another revelation was the title that their son Archie would have. And the title, I could be wrong, but the title of like maybe having a title that, and he's been a prince, and with that comes adequate security for Archie. And so because he would not have been given a title, the security for him would not have been the same as the other grandchildren of the monarchy. So that was something else that Meghan Markle brought up as well, of all of the media attention attention,
scrutiny, yeah,
especially the negative media attention, so much so that she contemplated suicide, and that's when it becomes very serious. It's serious enough to begin with, but then when you talk about not wanting to be here again, you have to kind of look at that. She felt very lonely and isolated, and Oprah even asked her, even with your Prince Harry.
And that takes it back to our interview at the top of the hour with Rainey Howard, and how do you maintain your mental health, in a relationship? And so, like Oprah said, even with Prince, and sometimes you can really be in a depressed state and feel very alone with people all around you. So well wishes to Meghan and Harry and anyone that's dealing with anything that has to do with racial issues.
And I think we just all have to be, even if we don't understand someone's plight, to be mindful, because we've also heard in the news Piers Morgan, and he has for a very long time he's not a fan of Meghan Markle.
What do we need to find him something to do? I just don't understand the meanness.
I think they had some type of friendship beforehand, and I think
she kind of cut him off a little bit.
Well, so he says, and when she met Prince Harry, their relationship kind of soured. But a lot of people were angry with him, or they commented, because it was like, here, this, the wife of Prince Harry, here she is talking about like not wanting to be here anymore and take her life, and he's still to a point, on television, publicly saying that I don't believe a word she's saying. And when you have to kind of scale back and say, well, wait a minute, you don't want to take that lightly, that somebody wanted to take their own life. And then that becomes very, to me, without judgment, irresponsible, because you're it's hard for people to come forward. It takes a lot of courage to say, hey, I'm not feeling well. Something's going on with me. I don't feel like my normal self, and I don't want to be here anymore. So we really have to make sure that we're tending to those type of conversations, especially people that are in media, to make sure that we're not being careless with those kind of topics and situations.
And I totally agree. So you guys go ahead and drop your comments in the comment section and let us know what was shocking to you watching the Oprah interview with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
And your thoughts were shocking. What are your thoughts on the interview? Also, the other side of it, they've been commenting, or so to speak. I think Prince William said a word or two, but I think Prince Charles, he went on some type of charity event, and someone asked him the question about the interview, and he did not respond. So,
and his prerogative. He doesn't want to respond.
He doesn't want to respond. So on a different note, hey guys, if you are celebrating a birthday, if you celebrate it this week, or it's today, or this coming weekend, hit us up in the comment and let us know. We would love to be able to tell you happiest birthday to you. But in the meantime, we're going to show you some celebrity birthdays. Let's see, who do we have here? We have Underwood. I don't know what season she was on for American Idol. I lost track.
Whatever season she was on, she won.
Yeah.
We know that much.
And she's enjoyed a really great career.
Yeah, I like Carrie Underwood.
American Idol. I don't like to kind of lump them together and say, well, who was the most successful out of all idols?
There were a lot of
they
great
have
talent that came out of American Idol.
Yeah, they have some kind of list thing going, but Carrie Underwood, birthday was on March 10th, and she is 38 years old. Celebrating also on the same day is Major, the Why I Love You singer, who was actually on our show some months ago.
Now that's Major.
And he is a really fun person to be able to speak to. He has a lot
really great energy.
Yeah, a lot of great energy. So the singer-songwriter is 37. And then on March the 11th, we have basketball star Anthony Davis. He's a baby. He's 28 years old.
Is that it? Just 28?
Yeah, he's 28 years old. And we have tomorrow, because he's not this age yet, but you will be tomorrow, Common. But tomorrow on March 13th, rapper, actor, 49 years. And
he's really cool too, because we had a chance to meet Common back in 2012 at the NBA All-Stars in Houston, Texas. And so, he's really, really cool guy.
Yes, he's got this laid
backness about him.
He's always relaxed. His blood pressure is probably.
I wonder if he's like still laid back like that with Tiffany Haddish, because she's a ham.
You know what?
She likes to.
They may balance.
Yeah, you're right.
She's really
that relationship stuff balance each other out.
She's really active and hyper, and he's really laid back and calm. So those type of personalities, opposites attract, right? They may balance balance each other out pretty good.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so guys, don't forget to hit us up in the comments. We told you some really great things for our giveaway for the question of the hour. What's a relationship deal breaker? And
that's a really good question. A relationship deal. I think it is different for, everybody. It's some people it may be bearable, for some people not bearable.
Some people have that one relationship deal breaker
where they just cut it off.
And then other people may have like a few things, but
what's the deal breaker for you in a relationship? Since we're talking about that, because you guys are answering us right now in the comments. We want to know what's the deal breaker in a relationship. And so for you, what's a deal breaker?
Well, there are many. I mean, we can get into the common ones.
Just give us one.
But I was going to say, we can get into the common one like cheating or something like that. But for me, I like to kind of throw something different out there. For me, it's having the adequate space and respect for space for me. And I connect that to, I'm creative. I'm a creative spirit. So I'm constantly doing something and working on something. And I would never ignore someone in a relationship, but also I think it's really healthy to be able to have your space to be you and do what you do, and then come back to that wonderful relationship. So I think for me, it would be like if someone was needy and didn't have anything to do, I think that would be a deal breaker for me, a relationship deal breaker. Yeah.
Not the needy people got to go.
No needy people, yeah.
Right. And you not apply.
And you're happily married, so I can't ask you that question.
Right. You can't ask me that question because, hey.
But guys, I can't ask Trisha that question, but I can certainly ask you. So hit us up in the comment and please let us know, what is a relationship deal breaker for you? And don't forget, we have a really great contest, fringe bags, and there's some other items on there too. So with the gift card or gift certificate, you'll be able to shop the website by the company Taylor Blanc. And again, some of the items are like fringe bags, and they were really popular in the 70s. If you can't remember the 70s, anybody that's watching, just Google something.
Google something. Yeah.
Fringe bags or something like that. Yeah.
And so we hope you guys are watching this broadcast for the giveaway. 2 giveaways, actually. The other one's going to be at the end of the hour with the secret word that's tied to Holly Robinson Pete. So you don't want to miss that as well.
I want to miss that as well. And I keep adjusting my dress so that I don't have.
Just please make sure you don't have a wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure that
we are live.
Yeah, we are live. Yes. No wardrobe malfunctions here. No, not today.
Right.
We're not doing that today.
Don't want your mom calling you.
No, but we also love to shout out a small business. And so if you know anyone that has recently created or is maintaining their small business, guys, hit us up in the chat and let us know. We love to shout out a small business. And not only that, every first and third Saturday of the month, what do?
We have Shout Out Saturday on our social media pages to shout out a small business to support.
How cool is that? And then not only do we shout out a small business, we also tag some other major corporations in the shout out every first and third Saturday. So you never know who you'll be connected to when you tag somebody's business, not only on the Twins of Media Live, but then also on social media, namely Instagram. We tag, again, other major corporations, something like American Express, something like that. Yeah. So there's a lot of great
that big, huge, small.
Yeah. So there's a lot of great corporations that we link to tagging or shouting out your small business. So you want to go ahead, and if you know someone, again, that has a business, hit us up in the chat, guys, and let us know, right?
Yeah, let us know that.
Yes. And then also too, for we mentioned Feel Good Friday, Faith-Filled Friday. Last week we had a really great segment on finances and money and getting all our professional and personal things in order when it comes to finances. So then we had a new hashtag that was called Finance Friday. And if there's any hashtag that you all have that you would like to put in the comments, let us know. We can go ahead and shout out those hashtags on an upcoming show, the Twins of Media Live, right?
That's right.
And with that being said, for the weekend, we always like to know about your weekend plans, what's going on for the weekend. If you carry anything over from the week, if you want to work on projects during the weekend, whether it's household projects, creative projects, whatever it is, let us know. What are you doing for this weekend? We're being nosy. We want to know. Or maybe we're being inquisitive. We want to know. Maybe that's
I think you said nosy.
Nosy.
Right.
Okay. We're being nosy. We want to know, what are you guys doing for the weekend? Tell us. Comment. Me, I'll go ahead and say, I'll start it off rather. I basically am working on a project. I guess I can't announce it right now, but it's a really good project. And it does entail writing, which is normally what I do anyway when it comes to the weekend. But yeah, so hopefully, well, I know I'm not gonna say hopefully, I'll announce it in the coming months or however long that it takes. I don't think it'll take that long though. But
okay, awesome.
I'll announce it.
Really, really cool. Yeah.
But what about you? What are your weekend plans?
Probably just catching up on some TV. I don't really watch much TV during the week, you know, so probably just catching up on some television. Yeah.
Do you tend to like just work on things during the week? You don't watch much television?
Yeah, I try to really discipline myself. You know, of course, you know, you got to work, you got to job, and then also just getting some things done in 2021 that you want to see manifest.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful.
So you have to, like, going back to Rainey Howard, our interview, and when she was talking about she keeps her phone on silent, I am also known to just shut things down.
And that's good.
And you might get a voicemail, and please don't take it personal. I just, sometimes you need that downtime, or you just need that space to get your mentals and things together.
To get your mentals. And what a great segment, if we can kind of like sum it all up. Rainey Howard. So if you did not get a chance to see us on the live, you can always watch the replay. And it was a really great segment about relationships and protecting your mental health, which is very important in this day and time. And I like the fact, you know, that talking about not only people, and everybody is important when it comes to mental health, but celebrities tend to have a larger platform. So it's really good when they're able to share their moments and be transparent, as we mentioned earlier.
Do you think it makes it relatable when you have someone like Taraji P. Henson or Gabrielle Union or Meghan Markle to talk about mental health issues and suicidal ideation? Do you think it makes it more relatable?
I think it makes it more relatable because we hold celebrities to sometimes this high pedestal.
Right.
Well, I think social media it's made us more comfortable with celebrities, but we still hold them to high regard. Some of us do. And it's okay to be a fan, but not to totally be absorbed in their lifestyle. But in a case where, like the question you have, when you have Taraji P. Henson and Gabrielle Union and Meghan Markle, it is great because of their platform and for them to be transparent, because we look at Gabrielle and Taraji and Meghan, and we say, you know, people may say on surface, oh, they
have it all.
Yeah, they have it all. They're posing on a picture with,
I mean, like, we were just talking about Meghan Markle, and
we
remember the royal wedding, and just everyone watching and tuning in, and years later, she's dealing with depression and suicidal thoughts.
And she mentioned a good friend of hers, they were at a royal event, and she had this really fabulous, beautiful blue dress on. And her hair pulled back. She looked really beautiful and elegant. And she had just told Prince Harry earlier in the day that she was having suicidal thoughts. So when they interviewed with Oprah, they kind of panned into that photo that Meghan was speaking of. And she said basically that Harry was clutching her hand so hard because she just shared this information with her husband that her knuckles became white. And I love the fact that, and it goes to the question you asked, I love the fact that Meghan shared that moment, because the outside people were looking at, oh, she looks beautiful and fabulous, and
she has it all. She's married to a prince.
Look at Prince Harry, beautiful power royal couple. And unbeknownst to us, this person had just shared with her husband that they did not want to be here anymore because of everything that they were experiencing being royals, and you never know. So
you never know what someone's going through. So be kind, because you know how many people can relate to that. Being outside, you know, at events or whatever, and you have to put on a smile, but inside you're just, you know, people don't really know what your story is.
And I think it helps because
been there, done that.
Yeah, it helps because, again, even when Meghan talked about it, even when Gabrielle talked about it, and Taraji talked about it, it brings more awareness to the fact that, again, like you mentioned, we never know what someone's going through, and that's for any of us. So we kind of have a responsibility to pay attention to someone. And when we ask, and I think you had a social media post. I think I saw a social media post of yours, and you were commenting on one, and it says when someone is asking how are you, to really pay attention. To the answer, because sometimes it could be like a routine question. We're like, oh, okay, yeah.
But you know,
really pay attention.
Rainey was talking about that also too when it comes to our children. It's really just paying attention and listening, you know, and paying attention to see if there's something different. And I'm known to do those check-ins to where I'm like, so-and-so don't really sing the same today, or that hello or that I'm doing okay sound a little bit different, too low or off or different. So doing the, I like to call it health checks.
Health checks. Yeah. That's a good thing. I like that.
So I may talk to you for a couple hours, but I'm really just trying to see where you're at and talk to you.
That's good. That's good to know.
Yeah. Of course, with God's wisdom, though. You don't want to
God's wisdom. And did we mention, I know we mentioned, don't forget to get your latest copy of BSM Magazine, the March-April issue of BSM Magazine. We're going to post this again, or show it again for you guys, with Holly Robinson Pete, who is rocking that white outfit. And really great things that are inside the issue, along with her cover story, or features some great entrepreneurs, some other stories on all things celebrity news, entrepreneurs, and lifestyle. So again, you don't want to miss the latest issue of BSM Magazine. And for everyone that watches the live stream and messages us the secret word, autism, they will be entered to win a free issue of the March-April BSM issue. So again, if you hear us say the word here on the live stream, the secret word, which is autism, you'll be entered in to win a free issue of BSM Magazine. Hey, how cool is that?
So make sure you guys DM us on Instagram or Facebook to be entered into the giveaway for the magazine. And in the meantime, if you guys want to know where you can get the copy of the latest issue, head over to bsmandmedia.com and grab your copy today.
Your copy.
But don't forget about that magazine giveaway. DM us. Slide into our DMs, guys, for that free magazine.
For the free magazine. You'll enjoy the issue. And thank you guys. It's been a wonderful Twins of Media live talk show.
It's always a pleasure to sit and come before the people and talk to. And just chop it up and just chat with the people. And
chat with the people
on a Friday.
And if you guys are moving around, some people, because the world is has been opening up even more than the bits and pieces that it was opening up before. If you guys are getting off work or commuting right now and maybe and puffing because you're in traffic, the live broadcast, guess what? The great thing about it is you can always watch you can watch the replay. Awesome. And then you can participate on the replay as well too, and share. Don't forget to share.
Don't forget to share this broadcast, guys.
Caring. Yes. Don't forget to share it. But so if you happen to catch us later, you're winding down and you're eating your favorite dinner or your favorite snack, and you're like, there's the Twins of Media live talk show. Let me see what these ladies are talking about. We would love to have you even watching the replay. It's the gift that keeps on giving, right? All right. With that being said, thank you for joining today's show, and you must come back and see us next Friday with more guests on all celebrity news, entrepreneurs, and lifestyle.
All those good hot topics.
And don't forget to tune in and watch later our Twins of Media Live After Live, our Feel Good videos.
Oh, that's another one, Dance Friday.
Yeah, Dance Friday. It's a good one, Dance Friday. Yes, dance. It's a good. So make sure you guys dance on Friday. If it's been a long week, whether it's been a long week or just it's been a really great long week, don't forget to dance. Put on your favorite song. We encourage you guys to dance. And and nonetheless, enjoy the rest of the evening. If it's still afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, and have a wonderful.
Oh, that's right, because daylight saving time is.
Oh, yes.
What is it? We
lose an hour.
Yeah.
We lose an hour. So please, no grumpy people.
That's going to mess a lot of people up.
No grumpy people on Monday, please. Just be nice to us all. If you really feel like you lost an hour and didn't get enough sleep.
Set your clock so you can be on time.
Set your clock. But then also, guys, make sure that you have a safe, productive weekend. And above all else, love yourself so that you can love others. And please protect your peace. And also protect your mental wellness. And let's look after each other and really, really listen when we ask the question, how are you doing? Make sure you take the time and hear someone's response. All right? Until next time, you know what it is. We'll talk soon, guys.
Love you.
All right.